Who proposed the Trump-Putin meeting and why is it happening in Alaska? Will Donald Trump be able to play peacemaker between Russia and Ukraine and stop the war? A meeting in Alaska, that was once Russian land, between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin will decide the answer to this question. The world is waiting for the meeting that could hold key to the future of tariffs that Trump has slapped on countries including India for buying Russian oil. A confluence of strategic overtures and diplomatic maneuvering paved the way for the Trump-Putin summit. The initial foundation was laid when President Trump, sticking to his campaign pledge to quickly end the Russia-Ukraine war, held a pivotal phone conversation with Putin on February 12, 2025, lasting over an hour and prompting immediate peace negotiations. This set in motion high-level talks, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio engaging with Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov in Saudi Arabia, establishing groundwork for future dialogue. The plan evolved when U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff met Putin in Moscow in early August. The Kremlin and the White House both acknowledged that the idea of a summit in principle had been agreed on, but with differing emphasis on who initiated it. Meanwhile, CNN reported that the suggestion actually came from Putin himself. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce said, "It was Putin who suggested this meeting." The White House described the summit as a listening exercise, aimed at giving President Trump a direct opportunity to hear Putin's perspective on ending the conflict. Alaska was ultimately chosen as the host site, not Switzerland, Turkey, or the UAE, partly due to its symbolic ties to Russia and its legal positioning outside of ICC jurisdiction. With Putin being accused of war crimes, Anchorage, Alaska, emerged as the agreed-upon venue for the Trump-Putin summit, largely due to practicality, symbolism, and strategic considerations. According to CNN, U.S. officials initially explored various venues including Hungary and major global hubs, but Anchorage proved uniquely viable. Despite hopes to avoid holding the meeting on American military soil, organizers ultimately selected Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson. The base offered the necessary security infrastructure, given the compressed timeline and the challenges of accommodating both leaders and their entourages. A CNN report states that, during peak tourist season, Anchorage was the only city in Alaska that could realistically host the summit, and the military base was the sole facility meeting stringent security requirements. Symbolism played a significant role as well. The location lies near Russia across the Bering Strait, making it a mutually inconvenient yet geopolitically neutral meeting ground. As The Guardian notes, Alaska naturally distances the summit from Ukraine and European capitals, aligning with Putin's interest in a private dialogue focused on sanctions, NATO boundaries, and broader strategic themes, not solely the war. Historically, Alaska has been a flashpoint in U.S.-Russian relations, from its sale in 1867 to Cold War military importance, and its geographic proximity even allows viewing Russian soil from Alaskan islands. President Trump is approaching the Alaska summit primarily as a listening exercise, aiming to assess Putin's intentions directly rather than engage in formal negotiations. As State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce put it, the meeting isn't about a grand bargain, it's a chance to establish facts and define what is possible going forward. Trump wants to determine whether Putin is serious about peace, reports say. Swipe left for next video. Trump has been candid about his expectations. He believes he'll know within the first 2 minutes whether a deal is feasible, summarizing the possibility this way: lots of luck, keep fighting, or we can make a deal. The focus remains on ending the bloodshed in Ukraine. Trump stated, "You've got to end this war. You've got to."